We all know why we want to play in the league. But what is the most important thing to you right now in your life? Is it the NFL? What's the absolute most important thing to you right now? That's what I want to know. So on the back of this card, what's the most important thing to you if it was taken away from you right now, today, that nothing in the world would matter? Everything else is secondary. Is it your mother? Is it your father? Is it your fiance? Is it your kid? What's the most important thing to you? Put that on the back of the card. What are you doing this for? What is it like, without a shadow of a doubt, that if it was taken away from you, you wouldn't know what to feel like? It depends. If football is that thing for you and that's all you have, that's fine. I just want to know, what is the most important thing? Because for me, guys, it is the women in my life, frankly. It's my mother, it's my grandmother. It's Tanya. And if those things were ever taken away from me or something happened, my entire life, the scope of what I look at, would change dramatically. And I'm not okay with that. I'm not okay with the success associated with anything if those things are not sound in my life. Because that's the number one in my life. When I was playing, it was a pretty simple, acronym. It was GFSF. God, family, school, football. That's really how I lived my life. And often, unfortunately, the last two kind of switched for me. It was, I had to do school so I could go out and play. Because you're going to get paid $500,000 to go play a game. To play a game. Do you understand that? So then I ask you, what's the most important thing in your life right now? What's the most important thing? It's the most important thing. It's the most important thing to you. Your family. It's the most important thing to you. Everything. So here's my question to you. Right now, do you feel like you could run that 40 that you put on paper? I'm not going to even ask you what that number is, because I think it's personal. But do you think that number that you put on paper right now, can you run that today? No. Close your eyes. You're at the starting line at your combine. There's 32 scouts at the 40-yard dash. And the most important thing to you right now in your life is sitting at the finish line. And you're at the starting line. And if you said that you wanted to run a 4.4 or a 4.5, I have a freaking 2-ton truck going full speed about to hit your mom, your girlfriend, or the most important thing to you right now. It's going to crash full-on 60 miles an hour collision that's running at 4.5 speed. And you are exactly 40 yards away, and you have a chance to save that. Open your eyes. Look at me. And when the gun goes off and you fire that hand forward, do you think you could run that time right now? And all you had to do is save that one thing, which is the most important thing. Is there a doubt in your mind that you wouldn't stop that? That you wouldn't beat the truck there? Not a doubt, right? So how in less than 30 seconds did you switch your mindset? Because your ankles? Because your form? Because your body's not strong enough? Would any of that matter if the most important thing in your life is on the 40-yard dash line? That's what I want to know. If your family is sitting right here and it is coming at 4.44, would you not run a 4.3? Because let me tell you something. I would break every bone in my body and run a 4.3. And I don't even know what that's like. And I can promise you, if everything in my world that was important to me was on top of my chest and I had to press the demons off me for 225 or as many times as I can, I would do that thing 30 freaking times until that shit's off my chest. Because that is the most important thing to me. Do you understand? So how in less than 30 seconds can you just change your mindset? It's what's most important to you, right? And then you just have a different perspective. It's the exact reason that 110-pound women that just had a baby are able to pick up a freaking car and get their kid out. Because you hear about that on the stories, right? On news, right? It's how people are able to get out of a wheelchair and help somebody when for the last 10 years they've been doing this. But because someone that was more important to themselves, lives was on the line, they were able to walk and move and grab and lift something way more than what was, to our knowledge, physically possible.